Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Dear students, now we are studying the geomorphology, and the topic of the day is landforms made by river, which are also known as fluvial landforms. The river, from start till end, it flows through three stages. The first stage is known as young stage, the second one is mature stage, and the third one is old stage. In the young stage, the speed of the river, it is enormous. It has, although very less quantity of water, but still due to the speed, it is able to erode in this stage, and therefore the landforms made by river in this stage, they are known as erosional landforms, and the landforms made in both these stages, they are known as depositional landforms. Before making of a river, the water flows in streams, and these streams they also make certain landforms, which are as follows. The first one is rapids. These rapid is a part of the river channel, uh, which is like small waterfalls. For example, here you can see that these are resistant rocks, these are less resistant rocks. Now the water can erode these rocks, but erosion over here is a bit difficult. Therefore, step like features are formed in the upper areas where the slope is more. Over there, these smaller waterfalls, they are known as rapids. Once again, you can see this is symmetrical formation of rapids. Now cataracts, when a number of small waterfalls are located in a small distance from each other, they are known as cataracts. Their size of the waterfall, it is a bit smaller as compared to the huge waterfalls, and the distance between two waterfalls is also at the most 150 meters. Therefore, they are known as cataracts. And then finally, the waterfalls. A waterfall is a river or other body of water steep fall over a rocky ledge into a plunge pool below. Waterfalls are also called as cascades. This is a picture of waterfall, and this is another picture of waterfall. Over here, there is a layer of resistant rocks which is supporting this waterfall, and a time will come when this resistant rock will also be eroded, and then the height of this waterfall will be reduced. So these were some of the landforms which are made by streams, or in some cases even they are made by rivers, but mostly they are made by smaller streams. Now in young stage of a river, the main landform that a river made, they are gorges, canyons, V-shaped valleys, rapids and falls, potholes, interlocking spurs. The gorges, canyons and valleys, they are the same thing, but the difference is of size and steepness and age. So a gorge is a deep, narrow valley with very steep sides, usually where a river passes through mountains or an area of hard rock. Here you can see that the sides of the valley, they are very steep, and the bedrock, it is also a very hard rock. So in this area, this valley type thing is known as gorge. The second one is canyon. Canyons, in geography, they are very simple. A canyon is a huge valley with tremendously deep or steep sides and perhaps a river flowing along the bottom. Gorge is relatively steeper and narrower than a canyon, almost always. The gorges, they are steeper. Canyons are a bit gentle, having gentle slopes, and the size of canyon is a bit larger as compared to the gorge. Now this is one of the gorges. Now V-shaped valley, you can say this is a huge, a big canyon. A V valley is formed by erosion from a river or stream over time. It is called a V valley as the shape of the valley is the same as the letter V. Now here you can see, if you write the letter V, this is just same like that letter. So these are some of the erosional landforms of a bigger scale of the river in early stage. Now here you can see this is a gorge, this one is a canyon, and this one is after a bit of deposition, a V-shaped valley. The next landform that is formed in the river, that are the portholes. They are uneven. Uneven bed causes the water to swell, and if a pebble is caught in these swells, it moves around in those swells and makes the swell larger and deeper. So if we consider these as very small potholes, then with the passage of time, the swelling pebbles, they make it larger. And this once again shows the making of the potholes. This is a real picture of potholes. Now interlocking spurs, they are the intrusions of this highland into V-shaped valley, and due to these intrusions, the river now it has to move in a very symmetric zigzag course. These high areas, they are known as interlocking spurs. So these were the landforms of river in the early stage or the young stage. In the next video we will study the landforms of the middle stage.